It's 5:15 on June 12th, Friday, June 12th, in the Rose Garden, and I think it's going to be a really busy weekend because I've got to just tend to the roses in terms of deadheading and checking on everybody. The other thing I've realized is that this linden tree, which is on city property, has been shading sweet Mademoiselle over here, and that's worrying me that she's not growing quick enough, or she's not getting enough sun, and that's why she's not growing. So of course I had to go to Home Depot and buy a reciprocating saw, and you can trim trees if the diameter of the branch is less than 10 centimeters and it's not going to affect over 25% of the canopy. So I'm certainly not going to be doing that degree of trimming, but I'm trying to decide if maybe I should get up on the ladder and do that, or maybe I should have some supervision in the form of my husband. So anyways, I'm going to decide that in the next little while. Doing this weekend is that there's actually a big sale at Garden Works, and I'm planning on meeting my friend Olivia there tomorrow morning, and if there's any roses that just look like they need a home, I might have to find a space for a forlorn rose. I'm just going to do a quick overview of the roses and see how everybody's looking. Here we have Iceberg. Iceberg has really got a ton of blooms on her. She's looking really good. Just such beautiful, very beautiful, very white blooms on Iceberg. And we've got Dylan. Dylan is such a romantic, pretty rose with these beautiful blossoms. And then again, this is a gel bear rose, which has such, it's just so strong, and it's really got beautiful colors to it. I really love that one. Gemini is coming along still. I'm wondering if maybe Gemini's a bit dry. I think I forgot to come out and water a couple of days, well, at least for 4 days. So I had just got busy with work. And Royal City is again setting up these buds and looking strong. I think Royal City gets some moisture from maybe one of the other sprinklers. Here is Golden Celebration, so shiny and has setting up buds too. And then we've got Laguna, who's really putting on some height and has a bud at the top there. Here's Pope John Paul. Now, I wanted to cut some of Pope John Paul's blossoms and bring them inside because they're so fragrant. But, I think I may have messed up this rose standard because I was not realizing that the whole pruning of these is completely different. So what I did is I cut down to the next fifth leaflet, which you're supposed to do, but I've taken off this whole side of this rose standard tree. So I don't know if I've just done, I've made a complete mess of this, but anyways, I do have to deadhead the Pope, but I really hope I haven't messed that up permanently. So anyways, I'm just learning. And here we have Crown Princess Margareta, and she has changed so much since last week. She is just blooming, and just these beautiful English blossoms, so gorgeous. But oh wow, is she ever pretty. She's just a beautiful, very apricot shade, so pretty. I thought she was going to be more yellow, but I'm really happy with this color. Actually, I'm really happy with that color. Blushing Drift is putting on a show, really happy about that. And then we have Rosanna, and look at Rosanna. Look at this, looking so good. And Eustacia Vine number 2 has got lots of blossoms, looking awesome. Fragrant Cloud. Wow. Now, my family doesn't like Fragrant Cloud coming inside because she's so fragrant, but I might have to bring a bit of Fragrant Cloud inside. She's so beautiful. And they've got some more coming along here. And then there's Sweet Mademoiselle, who I'm worried is getting too much shade, but maybe she's put on a bit of growth since last week. Here is Sterling Silver that just looks amazing. Sterling Silver. Again, I don't love these spent blooms, but I don't know where all the growth is because Sterling Silver has got a lot of blossoms, but I'm like, where's the rest of the growth? So when I deadhead these, what's going to happen? But really, I love that Sterling Silver just does not have very many thorns at all. Here we have Queen Mary 2. One thing I really appreciate about Queen Mary 2 is the shape of the blooms are very, very Beautiful with a very strong high center in the middle. So pretty. And also just a really pretty white rose. And we have Westerland. Wow, I've really got to get to Westerland and do some deadheading. But we're putting on some good growth, and looks like maybe her first flush of flowers is over. And here is Love's Promise. I love Love's Promise. And Love's Promise used to be really kind of asymmetric, and it was really growing up this side, but it looks like Love's Promise has balanced herself out, and these are such beautiful red roses. I really like them. And Secret's Out needs some deadheading, but is really looking strong. I'm really happy with the stems on Secret's Out. Nobody looks the worse for wear after kind of my big trim back last week. And here is Strike It Rich. Strike It Rich is getting so tall. Strike It Rich is at least 5 feet tall and has got a lot of buds and has got some really strong canes coming up there. Got a bit of deadheading to do in the middle here, but really looks healthy. PJ McCarthy. William PJ McCarthy is looking so good. And look at all these. These are going to be in bloom in a couple of days. Gorgeous. Claire Austin is performing and is just spreading out. I'm so glad I have Claire in the obelisk, because if she wasn't in an obelisk, I think she'd be flat as a pancake, kind of like Harlow Carr is. So Harlow Carr, again, I'm not really sure what's going on with Harlow Carr. Spiky, but kind of floppy. Still pretty. And Marilyn Monroe here is looking so gorgeous. Marilyn Monroe is really, really pretty. Just gigantic blooms. Beautiful apricot color. And putting on new growth, which I'm excited about. Golden Celebration. You know, I was thinking this week about maybe I should put some type of a support around Golden Celebration as well. Because when I was at David Austin and I saw the way they used some of the canes to do kind of a supporting ring. But, you know, a peony cage or something would be great around this, wouldn't it? Oh, there's bats there. And over here we have Princess Alexandra of Kent, who is so gorgeous. You know, I was really hard on Princess Alexandra at the beginning, and, you know, tough love, I guess it works, because she's really coming along so pretty, so incredibly pretty. You know, I'm going to cut some of those. And then Eustacia #1 is doing well, but is small compared to Eustacia vine #2. So roses, it smells so good in here. And also this lavender is getting so tall. So I don't know where I would fit another rose, honestly, if there's one at Garden Works tomorrow. I'm going to see what's available when we go tomorrow, and if somebody looks like they need adopting, then I will do so. The other thing to work on this weekend, which is going to be quite a warm weekend, is finishing up this slate patio. I put some of the Blue Star Creeper that is over down by Eustacia vine #1, and I just cut it up and put it in here with some soil. So I've only done this side, and what I plan to do is finish off this side, and then I've kind of I'm going to put it all down and around here too. So that's another project for this weekend. So we've got so many things to work on, and I will be doing my safest work when I cut down the little bit from this tree. But I also bought a whole bunch of salvia from Home Depot that was massively on sale. So, but the garden is just so pretty this time of year. Okay, it's about 7 p.m. and Scott is just getting down from the ladder. I decided that the reciprocating saw was way too scary for me, so I'm going to return it to Home Depot. But Scott got up there with just a regular saw, a wood saw, and we were able to take down some branches, and we did so according to Oak Bay bylaws. But unfortunately, in the mayhem, sterling silver got hit. So as much as I tried to grab her, I also did slightly get hit in the head, but I hope it won't leave a mark. So anyway, sterling silver will live to fight another day, and it looks like maybe a branch has come off Secret as well. There we go. Oops, sorry, Secret. Anyways, I feel like this is going to be way better for the sunshine in this area because it was really getting shaded. So anyways, thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Say hi, Scott. Good morning. It's June 13th and it's 6:45 in the morning, and I am heading to the Garden Works big sale to meet my friend Olivia when it opens at 7. Hopefully I'll get there in time, and we're gonna go check it out. Get in the Rivian. Okay, we found Olivia, and we're gonna go inside and see what they've got at the Garden Works sale. But the parking lot,
you guys, look
is
at
already
this place.
totally
It is
full.
totally maxed out, and it's like 7:05.
We thought it was gonna. We thought we were gonna get like in trouble for coming too early, but we're actually like just barely on time to get a parking spot. There are no more parking spots.
There are no more.
All right, we're in the rose section here, and what do you see? Lady of the Lake, I can't remember if that was Albright and Rambler.
Yeah, I'm looking for maybe Princess Alexandra's already gone.
Princess Anne is a really nice one.
Is it?
Yeah. Don't get Harlow Carr.
No, Harlow Carr. I'm actually scared of Harlow Carr.
Yeah, it's too spiky. But you know, Princess Anne looked really good in England, anyways.
What about Gertrude? What are your vibes?
Yeah. Is there one?
There's a Gertrude
yes,
here.
Get it.
Because it's like one of the most.
No, that was the one that I was like 100% I'm getting.
Yeah?
Yes, 100%.
Do you need this one?
No.
You
okay.
Get it. I'm excited for this one then. Because that's like such a classic David Austin.
It
like
is
number
100%.
one.
I think Generous Gardener would be good too. That's a good climber. I'm gonna a big climber in the back. Golden Celebration is amazing, actually.
So
pretty. But I just good now, actually. So these are iceberg tree standards. They're pretty nice, actually. But
these are really cute.
I'm trying to not get more white.
You have too much white.
Yeah.
What colors are you leaning towards? Like,
I want this purple.
Is this one?
That is a dark purple.
Beautiful.
Like, yeah.
Beautiful. So, okay, I'm just.
They've actually got more from when I was here a couple of days ago.
And what about Claire? You have a Claire.
Claire Austin? Yeah, really good. Yeah. It's like a short climber. Oh, here's Eden Climber. Weren't you looking at Eden Climber?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Look how pretty that is.
Oh my God, Anna.
And there's 2 of them. There's 3 of them.
So beautiful, this polka.
Yes. Yeah, I actually think that it's like, I'm like, can I put this polka?
It's beautiful.
I think polka is famous, but there's something about, I think I looked it up recently.
And
that is a pretty color.
It's a pretty color.
Yeah. I have a lot of these Weeks roses. And they're really good. They're really, like if you really like the color. Oh, this is a famous one, Julia Child. But I think it,
does it shatter quick or something?
I don't know. I think it smells like anise. Oh, here's Distant Drums.
Oh, that one's actually really pretty.
I looked Distant Drums up. Yeah, it's a really, really famous one. Oh, I looked these up because I came in hot cocoa. I kind of ruled these out. It's 7:50 in the morning, and Olivia and I are done our shopping, and this is what Olivia has selected. Okay, so show us what you've got.
Okay, so this is what I'm most excited about, you guys.
Gertrude
This is going to be my 5th David Austin of the year. This is Gertrude Jekyll. I'm very excited.
And look at what she's carrying, her David Austin bag.
Just so you guys don't get confused about who's a fangirl. Yeah. And then I got some really nice kind of pink red yarrow, which I don't have any in my garden yet.
Some alyssum.
Some kind of like light purple pink catnip. And then this.
I've never seen this.
Isn't that pretty?
This is like whisper pink.
Yeah.
Oh, so pretty.
And then this is guara, which I'm going to put in the center amongst my herbs as almost like a focal point. I think it's quite pretty.
How big will that get?
I don't know. It's a large one.
Where's the tag on it?
There's no tag.
Oh, okay.
There's no tag.
I'm just trusting.
But
this is what I'm getting. I am getting some stakes because the Pope needs another stake. And I'm getting this climbing hydrangea to put in my shade garden. I'm getting this Achillea yarrow that I'm going to put in somewhere in with the roses. And I'm going to get this Eden Climber white, which I think I'm going to put in behind Sweet Mademoiselle to go over the fence, on that part of the fence. And
this was a last minute decision,
Yes, this was a last minute decision. And then I am also getting Oh, I realized that I actually don't want this.
No.
I don't want this Russian sage, but I'm using it to prop this up. And I'm gonna get ebb tide in a standard. It's a bit of a sketchy graft here, but I'm confident that I can stake it when I get
100%.
home. So yeah, awesome. So I think we can check out. It's now about 10 a.m. I'm back in the Rose Garden on June 13th, and I've already been to Garden Works with Olivia, and I've taken Baxter for a walk, and now I'm ready to get started planting some of the new things that we've purchased from. I got this ebb tide, which is a bright purple rose standard. Ebb tide. We saw that in the UK, and I just want something really bright and colorful. And then I also got this Eden climber, because I know Eden climber is a really good climber, and it was just, you know, such a good deal. It was like, ended up being about $40 or $45. So I'm just not sure where I'm going to put Eden climber. I was thinking about putting her here. She can climb on the back, and I've got iceberg there. And then the other thing I thought is, should I put her there to climb? But I also have that jasmine, and I don't know how much climbing that jasmine is going to do in the end. And then Sweet Mademoiselle, I think, is supposed to get pretty big as well. So I'm leaning towards putting her just between Royal City and Laguna there, and then letting her kind of fan out on either side of the post on that back wall. So I think that's what I'll do with her. And then ebb tide is going to go right behind the lavender, and then this Verbena bonariensis will be over top, which I think will look nice with the purple. So I'm really gonna have to stake this ebb tide because it's quite lanky. So anyways, I'm gonna get started on that. I did pull out my alfalfa, so I will throw some alfalfa into the planting hole. I don't have any more transplant fertilizer, so hopefully that's okay, but I did buy a bit of compost, so maybe I'll throw some compost in. This is ebb tide. I staked it up with 3 stakes because it was windy here last week, and I saw Pope John Paul really moving about. So I put 2 side stakes and then 1 back stake. And unfortunately, when I was hammering those stakes in, I hammered one of the branches right off, which was a mistake, but is not fixable. So anyways, hopefully ebb tide will be happy there. I did put some fish fertilizer as I was watering it in, and then I did put alfalfa in the planting hole. Here I did put additional supports on Pope John Paul. So I put 2 side supports and another back support because I was really concerned with Pope John Paul moving around a lot. And actually Pope John Paul as a standard is about almost, I would say, a good foot taller than ebb tide. So I think needs a little bit more support, even though it is tucked into this corner. And there's Eden climber. So we've got down at the end there, we've got iceberg climber, and then we've got Eden climber. So I'm going to try to train Eden to go on both sides of this, and then iceberg will go sideways, and then I'll try to get her to go up onto the garage depending on how high she gets. The perennials, the other perennials that I got this white yarrow or achillea. It's called vintage white. I'm not so sure about this silvery stuff because it does have some kind of fungus on it. I can't remember, is it Artemisia? Anyways, I'm not sure if it's well or not well, but yeah, I've put the yarrow in there, and then mixed in with the Nepeta in here, I've got some more Salvia nemorosa, which is pink profusion. So I've got 3 salvias in there, and I also stuck a salvia over there because I had bought 4 of them. So hopefully this will kind of make this area fill out a little bit more. And otherwise, the roses are looking good today. I had to do a big watering of this area because it was quite dry. But I got everything in the ground so far, so that's good news. And just because the heat of the day, I'm going to try to get out of the sun here. Hi, so it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just came back from the dump, and I was just dropping off all of the branches from the linden tree and some other debris that we had to get rid of. But I told myself that I had to get pot feet, and so I better stop at Garden Works in Oak Bay. And yeah, so and I said, I'm only going to stop if there's an easy parking space. And there was an incredibly easy parking space that the Rivian fit in. And so I did get the pot feet, but I also got 3 more roses. So I got Gertrude Jekyll, which I was very envious of Olivia for finding at Garden Works on Blankensop. So there was one Gertrude Jekyll there. And then I got 2 Zephyrine Druin climbers because I really want more climbers on the fence. And I have been looking for Zephyrine Druin for a while. And yeah, to find 2 of them was great. It's June 13th at 5:45. I have been out here for so long and I'm so dirty. But it's been a great day in the rose garden, and I am so embarrassed that I bought so many roses at the Garden Works sale, but you know what? It's better than drugs and alcohol, I suppose. So I moved Harlow Carr over to here, partly because I don't really walk in this way, and I don't know, Harlow Carr, you know, is very close to getting donated because it's just way too spiky for my liking. Climbers, Zephyrine Druin, which is a strong damask pink flowering climber that gets to 15 feet, and it looks kind of wrinkly there. It had black spot and powdery mildew when I bought it, but I think that's kind of par for the course these days. So I think that's going to look good there. And I got another Zephyrine Druin that's over here behind Secrets Out. And what I'm planning is that I'm going to extend the Zephyrine Druins sideways. And so there'll be the pink climbing roses on both sides. And then Westerland is going to come up through the middle here. And then I do have some very, very tiny star jasmines, which I don't know if they'll ever grow, but then the star jasmines will come up the sides here. So I actually put Gertrude Jekyll here, which is where Harlow Carr used to be, because Gertrude Jekyll is very fragrant and does not have very many thorns, and I thought would be nice here, kind of as a reflection to PJ McCarthy right here. So I'm signing off from the Rose Garden, and thanks for tuning in.